Okay, here's the coin roll hunt for episode. Let me get a little closer here. Episode 571. All right. And let's see. Now, for those of you out there who are quarter roll hunters, you might notice something and be like, you missed it, you missed it. And yes, very good chance. Unless it's an, these are the things that I will be able to find on quarters, nickels, and dimes. Even though I'm a penny roll hunter, I will be able to find die clashes. I will be able to identify die clashes, right? I will be able to identify misaligned dies, brockage, um, off-centered coins. I will be able to identify. Man, that looks odd. I will be able to identify strike throughs. I will be able to identify other various weird looking errors that are obvious, like um, reading errors, color errors, die clashes, die chips. Oh, double die. Let me look at that. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. All right, let me look at another. I'm gonna have to find. Okay, here goes another one. Let me look at the nose. The nose of a regular quarter does have a very strong line up there. Is it just damage? It might just be damage. I got tricked. Is it? Yeah, man. It fooled me. There's a really strong line, but geez, I tell you, that line on the bottom of the nose. All right, I got taken. Okay, so I can also identify not an error, right? If something's not an error, I can also do that. Okay, I was hoping that'd be a double die. Obviously, it was not. I will know if a coin is a quarter is silver. I believe it's 64 and older. But you can see the copper there. That's a dead giveaway. So there are many double dies. Obviously, I can identify double dies. I can identify repunch mint marks. Could be a repunch mint marks. Kind of weak. That's an interesting one. Look at that IN. Does it mean it's valuable? Obviously not. I can identify a proof. $20.23p. I haven't looked through change this whole. I don't think I've looked through changed since maybe the beginning of the year. So 100% I have not found as of yet. That's a little bit of an error. Oh, look at the O. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's a real error. That's a real error. Oh, no, it's not. You heard what I said? Look at the O. It's a Q. It does. Let me see. Let me look at another Q on another quarter. Okay, so what it is so there is a little bit of this along the rim edge rim, and I guess it got blended a little bit into the core. See, this is going to take me forever. I've got to move a little quicker. This is going to be a really, really long video. I've got to move a little quicker, man. Whew. I'm telling you, quarters, nickels, dimes, they are to me, I call they're a specialty. See, and I don't want to go too quick where I'm going to miss things, because that's really stupid. And the last thing I want to hear in my, because these are going into that big, humongous. So unless someone said there was, oh, look at that. Oh, that looks like it's doubled. Oh, look at that. So super cool. Wow. See the doubled or, mechanical doubling. Pretty cool looking. I'll put that to the side. Yeah, the last thing I want to hear is, hey, man, you missed this expensive error. And then I have to go. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to go, even if it's, I don't even think I'd do it if it was $100 error, to be honest with you. I'd have to be able to verify the error 67, and it'd have to be really, really valuable for me to empty out that friggin' water cooler. So I better move as expeditious as possible, and at the same time, oh, that looks like it might be a little bit of a clad error, maybe. Maybe I just put them like this. Might be a clad error. Look at the wing rate there. Is that the way it's supposed to look? Not really. You see it, right? You see the extra line? Notice that right away. It just was like so odd. I will put that to the side. I'll keep an eye out for it. Okay. If I you see it's there too. You see the extra line right there? All right, so that's just normal. All right. Look at the bottom of the one, little bulging. Little bulge action. All right, so this one's the one I put to the side. I was checking out the. I know I have to look at the leaves a little better. So this is my understanding. Is and I've seen one of my members, longtime member, first member, Eric, does quarter roll hunting, and quarter roll hunters seem to be, in my opinion, right, my naive opinion, people who are very detail oriented. That's a beauty, huh? That's an absolute stunner. They learn many of the era varieties. Ring of Death, Ring of Death, and they'll specifically, especially with the the quarters that have all those the state quarters, especially for the state quarters and the special people quarters, the Native American special people quarters. Ah, look at that. Look at between the S and the T. The problem is, look at over here. Ah, look at that is so weird. See, on the T, it looks like it has a hit mark, right? I have to look at that. I have to look at that under the loop. Problem is the reverse is so damaged. I mean, that could be something, or it could be a nothing. It's just the reverse is so damaged that for unless again unless you really know what you're looking for, where you could say, "Oh, I know what that is," then um, say they all these special people, and there's each one of these um, penny varieties, quarter varieties has an error or two. Uh, there's a branch that's missing. There's two lead. I mean, and and to know that, you'd have to really be putting your work in. Missing window. Crazy stuff. And I've never put that much time or energy into it to the point where I learned how to find unaided that the state errors on the quarters. In my opinion, it really would take a tremendous amount of time. What I would imagine people would do is, if Eric's watching, he'll correct me if I'm wrong. He gets me, and I'm glad someone gets on me for my errors. It's how I learn. It's how all of you out there should be learning too, from your errors. Anyway, um, what I would do, and I imagine people do it, is you would get, like, an uncirculated roll of one specific state, let's say, that has one specific era. Like, for example, a 2019 uh, Mariana Islands quarter, and it has an error where there's a doubling on the chin, and I would look for that one error on the whole roll instead of having 50 errors for to me that's just too much. Um, that would you'd have to be like a computer or something. There goes another nickel, another nickel. So that would be way too much. Um, like that would take like a lifetime, you know. But like I said, the average stuff, if I see something that is a glaring error, I will find it. Like, look at that. Look at all the detail in some of these quarters. They're absolutely amazing. They're beautiful. Um, as far as I know, they do not have extra value. There might be some, obviously, and I'm not talking about the silver quarters or the errors. But as far as just a regular quarter, circulated quarter, as far as I know, another dime. None of them have any extra value. Maybe Eric will let us know in the comments below if there is one. Like for example, oh yeah, if you find, I don't know if that's repunch. It looks like a blob. Yeah, if you find the 1985 Denver, the 1923 P. Yeah, that's a $5 penny if a quarter if you find it. All right. Look at the ear. There's no detail in the ear. Is that normal? Yeah, they don't have detail in the ear. I never noticed that before. Look at that. She got the diamonds on her garment. See the diamonds? That's the same that are on the Indian head penny headband. Oh yeah, if you find the 2006 North Dakota, that's worth $5. As far as I know, there's no common, right, key date. Let's call it. There's no key dates for quarters, contemporary quarters. Look how beautiful this is. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, just the energy and that they used to put into the craftsmanship that they put into these special quarters. You got to wonder what happened, right? Like, you know. Anyway, this is a pretty long video for obvious reasons. I knew I wouldn't be able to do the dimes and the nickels with it. I knew it 100%. 65. We missed the silver by I think the silver quarter is only worth like $2. I guess condition might have something to do with it. 2024, still no 2025s. Wow. what a beautiful coin, huh? The palm of my hand was just itching. Does anybody know the significance of the itchy palm of your hand? I don't I I don't know if it's a Puerto Rican thing, but like Puerto Ricans have certain superstitions, but maybe it's an American thing. I don't know. They say if your palm of your hand is itchy, you're gonna get money. So I did play Lotto yesterday. That would be great. Centennial, pretty worn out. Yeah, that'd be nice. Be nice to hit Lotto. Who wouldn't want to hit Lotto? Well, supposedly they're going to be giving us stimulus checks in a few months. Not everybody agrees with it, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it won't even go through, you know? It's just lip service. Maybe I got a stimulus itchy palm. What a bunch of stunners, huh? Aren't these quarters, they're so beautiful. I would like to have found the silver quarter, but obviously I did not. Got a few more here, and that'll be the conclusion of this long ass video. And I finally cleared out my jar. Interesting. I don't know what that is. I bet you someone out there knows exactly what those lines are. They're so specific. I don't know if it's from a feeder. That'd be pretty cool if that's a feeder error. Yeah, it would have been nice to find one silver quarter, obviously. I never have, and I probably never will. Ichipam. Sounds like a Japanese name. Ichipam. Hey, you, Ichipam. All right. Thank you. God bless. If I missed $1,000 quarter, please just keep it to yourself. I don't even want to know. Look at the how deep. Ichipam. All right. God bless. Please click like and subscribe. Nickels and dimes coming next.